Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena, and today we are celebrating the arrival of Bloomburrow. So they're giving us jump in for midweek Magic, and usually for this, they guarantee that you will get something from jump in. So we actually have quite a few choices. There are bats, rabbits, though this one is just mono white. So I think I think what they have is they will have one of each version. One they have a mono white version, they have a white black version, etc. Probably, I do want to try bats. One because they fly, but this one's probably the most fini. I guess rabbits would be the most straightforward of them. So, okay, so tree color bats and squirrels. I did do jump in separately. Though it's squirrels and food, that one made a lot of sense. Rats, probably. I might prefer rats over squirrels here. I don't want to go tree color. That might have been a good reason to just pick rabbits the first time off, but then again, bats and rabbits, these guys swarm quite a bit, so which one would I prefer more? I guess we'll go bats and rabbits. This one, I think there is a duo that lines up. No, the duo that lines up here is bird and bat. But we do still get some other duos here. So taking a quick look. Okay, they give us Builder Scout, Carrot Cake. We should be able to go wide quite a bit easily here. There are a few. Okay, though this Lizard Assassin is more for the synergy, so it doesn't. It's not all gonna be tribal. It does give us Banishing Light on the cheap, which is nice. Let's see what are other removal options. Nocturnal Harbinger. This one's a pretty good one. The black also has one where you can forage, where you can forage to destroy something or pay an extra black. So that one's also nice. So our rares are Zoraline Cosmos Caller. Whenever a bat you control attacks, gain 1 life. Whenever it enters or attacks, pay. So yeah, we definitely can cycle things around. And what's our rabbit rare? Caretaker's Talent. Whenever more tokens draw a card. Okay. Okay. So unfortunately, we're not exactly getting bat tokens. We are getting some rabbit tokens. I didn't see much in the way of offspring. So we do have to be careful. Okay, we can make a wall token. That one can make tokens. Ooh, this one might be slightly non-bull. If you gained or lost life this turn. Yeah, this one might be slightly a bit of a non-bull here, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. Yeah, in hindsight, I probably should have just gone mono. Yeah, they gave us rabbit deck, but not exactly offspring. I guess if offspring would have been white green, so that would have been an argument for going rabbits first. Though that said, I guess we can lead on. We can lead on turn two. We'll lead on turn two assassin because there's. Because our opponent will have to have a 3 power creature to kind of negate this, so blue doesn't quite have it. Blue-green might, though this one's just... This one's fine. Opponent can block that one, that's fine. So, what's our turn 3 play? Whenever you... Okay, I'm... Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one right away. Because what do we have? We can go Patchwork Banner we can do Patchwork Banner into Carrot Cake. Though I probably do not want to name Lizard Assassin for this one. This would be so weird. Opponent does have to frog. Well, Rat Rogue, Frog Druid. Can't be blocked with power 2 or greater, so the wall is actually quite good for us here. Oh. Okay, run away together. Interesting, interesting. So definitely do not want to give it to the wall though. So I'm just gonna play. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the bat for now. The next turn we can go Patrick Banner into another 3-drop if we hit it. That is now a 3/5, but oh, do they have? Yeah, run away together. Probably one of the better spells here, so that's something to keep in mind here. Yeah, I'm gonna go all in. And I don't want. I do want rapid response eventually, just not now. What's their 2-mana combat? What's their 2-mana combat trick? Okay. Though Ephara's dismissal. Okay, so it looks like how did they get? Okay, I'm really curious as to how the, because I know them. All our cards were all Bloomburrow, so did they? Oh, but they did have a pack that was non-Bloomburrow. Okay, that kind of sucks. I would, at least from the perspective of this event, I would rather. And yeah, frogs is kind of one of the nastier ones, I would say. Especially now that this one's this big. Make something lose abilities. Sure. Most likely they make this one lose ability so that I can't. Also can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or greater, so something to keep in mind. I might actually. So one thing to consider is that we could just sacrifice this, then this gets back a non-creature, non-land permanent, so we can use it to get this one back, and this as a way to trigger stuff, so we can keep that in mind. Because the idea now is that we want to start pumping this, though our opponent's probably gonna also pump this. I just realized that this deck barely has, like, we only got 2 pieces of removal, which is really bad. Like, our opponent hit both of theirs, and they probably have more removal. So this one's just gonna keep growing. Okay, what? Yeah, the Lily Splash Mentor is gonna make a big splash, though they seem to be putting it all here instead. Opponent's gonna shrink that, makes sense. Base power, though it does get the +1. We'll crack this. Don't need the Sunlit Marsh. Yeah, we also kind of flooded out a bit. I guess I can take the 8 for now. It is kind of bad, but I still have to take it. And so I could get rid of this one, but then this one starts blinking other stuff. Actually, it's still fine because this one's probably the no, this one's the most egregious of the bunch. Then we just have to wait. Oh, this one can't be blocked. So it's gonna shrink that one a bit. I think I can still take. Yeah, this is probably the better take, but let's. And we can actually pay for this one. So the plan now is we're going to start piling counters here to dissuade our opponent from action. We're going to start piling our counters here, so our opponent might shift to this one instead. And let's get it. So now I kind of wish I did not bin the rabbit response. It wouldn't have gone past these. We would still need to hit our bigger removal pieces. This one is also, yeah, it indicates it's level 3 already, so yeah, this is great. Bounce that one, okay. So yeah, this one can't be blocked. They don't have enough cards though. And can't be blocked by... So we can now give up the wall. Yeah, they will discard a card. So this one is going to grow a bit. That's going to be a bit of headache. Yeah, we're probably not. Yeah, we just need to keep scrying. Yeah, this is not gonna win. We already got locked out to begin with. I guess this was probably the better take, though. I was concerned our opponent would just keep blinking the other stuff, but in the end, that was probably that otter was the correct take there. Frogs are quite powerful if you can get it running. I kind of blame it on the lack of removal. Like you could see that there are some piles that are more aggressive with removal and some that are not. Like we personally have only like 3 pieces of removal available, so we really need to pile everything early. And this one is early enough. Assassin into Harvest Tide Host into... Yeah, we can fake it out for a while. But I really don't... Okay, no, the lands are the same all throughout, so there is no indication of... How did our opponent get that bounce though? I guess they might have filled it in that way because there isn't really that many bounce spells. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. They might have had to fill it in from other sets. So we can kind of get an aggro start. This, we will need another cheap rabbit to trigger, to do the double trigger. I'm probably better off just doing the hop on it instead. Opponent is playing blue-red though, so let's see. The Frog Advisor by itself is not an indication. The Dire Downdraft does indicate that they are having spells here. So we probably are looking at them. Okay, so we lose out on that. I guess I can play this first. And this one also triggers on tapped creatures, but this is not worth triggering into, so Sugarcoat is also going to be one of the... Sugarcoat is also going to be very premium removal for blue. This is probably... Remember Dramatic Accusation? That they've been saying that was probably the best one. No, this one's probably better. Having Flash is a very big... Dramatic Accusation also had Flash, but that was kind of forgettable. So now we'll take the hit here. We are actually incentivized to yeah, this one is just to bait the block. Next turn, we probably want to... I don't have a reason to play Hop on it yet. It gains us 3 life, but I would rather play Waxwing Witness first, then play Hop on it. So it will get the triple trigger here. We get to beat down for quite a bit. Opponent has a Tots Shocker. And going for a Kindle Spark Duel. So yeah, we'll take that. We'll most likely just play the Waxwing Witness here. Swing with this. There's no... Actually, we can swing with both. There's because our opponent's swung. There's no reason for us to not swing. And there we see the combo come in. Opponent's gonna be really... Now this one can only be... they don't have threshold yet. Now this one's interesting in that if they activate this, it will grow this one because well, if they do it, so it incentivizes them to do it on their turn instead of ours. Opponent might stop swinging with this one. Yeah, they're gonna stop swinging. So opponent probably has removal for this. But we are gonna kind of go for it anyway. So I'm also trying. There is the spell that deals 5 to a creature, 6 to a creature, and 2 to a token. So that is our concern. They probably have it. They did leave 5 mana up, so it's really suspicious. But they probably would have blasted it anyway, so we kind of have to force them to do it now. And with this sequence, if they go for the block to take out Assassin... Oh, what's this? So they didn't promise the gift, so they're just gonna hard block this one. That's fine. So probably crack this. And this is me hoping I did not overextend. Okay, we dealt the damage. Next turn, we get to play. We get to play this one. We can even draw. We want, but we have to have this trigger first. Opponent really needs to set up some blockers. They're gonna just go for the agate. They're not actually tapping this. They're leaving triggers behind. Anyway, with this one, it puts our opponent down to 1, so we should be able to punch through. Start. So they will need to have 2 responses. And I'm trying to, I'm really racking my head. What spells could they possibly have at 2 mana? Yeah, that's it. Whew, that was close. Actually, no, that was close in the sense that our opponent was about to regain control. They just needed to drop a few more spells. So our window was really tight there. We had to win it right away. Well, we got gems, which is fine by me, I guess, since I'm about to spend 2,000 gems for. I'm about to spend gems on the sealed event this coming week. So yeah. We choose not really. I really don't. Well, the land types kind of matter, but it only really mattered for Dominaria United. It never, for Standard, it never particularly mattered anywhere else. Let's see, do they have a 3-power creature? No, life creep duo. Now this is an end step check, so I'm fine with this. Opponent might even let this through because I left the mana up. Yep. So we go Scarlet Soothsayer. Definitely keeping this. So next turn, our options. I would love to play this one so that we can make this into a 3/2 flyer. Definitely punch through the air quite a bit. I could also just play. Also, the Star Charter is also not so bad because, though, definitely do not want to play this one right away. Gravekin Duo, gain a life. Warren Elder, gain a life. Can't swing true. So I'm have to decide. Because I'm actually interested in the land, so I probably want to play this one first. I am willing to give up the assassin this time. No, opponent's actually letting it through. So this one's powerful, but I need to hit lands. Yeah, we'll give it up. Also say exiling their big flyer, exiling their life seed duo with Drift Bloom Coyote is a big hit. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna go Star Charter. Keep on swinging. Agate Blade Assassin is probably gonna be the most important creature in the bat deck. Causing both a life loss and a life gain trigger. Yeah, this guy's gonna be really key to triggering all of these. So we have to keep that in mind. The best bat is actually a lizard. Opponent also timing. Okay, they're timing out. I guess it kind of makes sense. They just needed to block this one. Like they in fact had a very viable block with these two creatures. They would have taken a bit of damage. No, they would have only taken 3 damage earlier. No, 3. They would. It was the same amount of damage. No, they actually took more damage just by not blocking this, and they're gonna take more damage still. Now I also have to comment that this seems to be the rabbit. This seems to be the rabbit mouse deck, but when it's not having any of it. Opponent might be holding removal. This is just one big bait. I've heard of this. I've heard of this happening. In other games. Like there's this one streamer that there's this one YouTuber that I've been following quite a. Not just watching around. All of a sudden I got recommended videos on Risk Global Domination. You know, the old classic board game. But one thing that I noticed that he did comment that there'd be people that will go offline, kind of time it for a turn and then just pop back in later. Surveil 1. I really want to just hit the 5th mana, but this also kind of does the thing. We also have 3 bats, so this kind of lines it up right away. I could play this one, then play 3 triple mascot. Opponent really needs to answer this one. They had that one chance. They're just not coming back again, are they? Oh well. Sometimes what you get for the video is me talking out even more. Oh yeah, speaking of new things coming up, things to talk about. I'm also watching some videos of the Hololive TCG coming out. So far, it's all been demonstrated to be Japanese only, so bit of a bummer for us until they announce an English release. Gameplay seems to be a mismatch of Pokemon and Cardfight Vanguard. I'm actually gonna have to watch how Vanguard is played, just to verify, because it's possible it's just straight up It's possible it's just straight up Cardfight Vanguard. It does have its resource system is pretty much like its resources are mostly in a second deck, though you can still use cards from your main deck as a different kind of resource. Its gameplay style, based on the cards that have been released, previewed so far, is kind of slow and deliberate, which is a bit of an interesting change. Normally, Japanese TCGs tend to be super fast paced. It could be that Yu-Gi-Oh is just the outlier where they're okay with turn 0, turn 1 kills. Yeah, this one is super slow. I am gonna mulligan this. We do have removal though, so there is an argument for just playing this. Like I can go builders. I can hold this back for like a turn 3 builder's talent, but it is a free mulligan, so we'll take it. Okay, we're definitely keeping this one. All we have is a 3/3 mascot to show for, but we do have multiple pieces of removal. So this one is just a gift of food or lose 2 life. I kind of prefer Infernal Grasp. Well, I guess having the gift of... This is definitely a downgrade from Infernal Grasp, but we'll take it for what it is. Scarlet Soothsayer, if you gained or lost life, surveil one. So there's actually a bit of a combo here. Not promising the food, just losing life is actually fine. Opponent going with the squirrel to I'm kind of curious because this is white black, so it's probably some sort of reanimation. Exile from your graveyard, return another creature card from your graveyard to hand. Okay. I am actually fine with just trading this outright if our opponent swings. If they have a no combat trick. Okay, what's this? Okay, so I just straight discard a card. Yeah, if damage was dealt, I would be... Okay, we're gonna play the planes for sure. I could just Banishing Light this one. And I will just on the back of it being annoying. Hoping for a 2-drop, so next turn I can do Patchwork Banner into a 2-drop. Otherwise, I might be forced to just Waxwing Witness. This one, we saw how nutty this one was. Also of note is that the curve is mostly very low. Opponent can actually get this back, so but it does set them back a turn. You're playing Soothsayer instead. We whiff on the land though, so hold on, I'm gonna take a quick look. Cleric, Warrior, Knight. Okay, so there is gonna have to take that hit for now. For the bat deck, Pain Lands are gonna be so important. Caves of Koilos is gonna be a very big thing here. So opponent going for Star Charter. So maybe finally. So I could name this, just play this out as a 2/4 tree treat. It blocks pretty well. I was gonna say there was an argument for dropping the Strike Force. When they're going for their own Moonstone Harbinger, but they need to have a way to gain or lose life. And opponent concedes. We got the life. We got the life gain. We're going to swing. We were going to swing at our opponent. It was pretty much Air Force versus Air Force. But there we go. That was 3 quick wins. Definitely, and pretty much so. Actually, since we're already here, I might as well do one more game. But I'll show you I'll just to show you a little bit a different kind of jump in. So this is the midweek magic here. So this one's regular jump in. This one we get the whole mix here. So we're choosing squirrels. And we also chose food from Wilds of Eldraine, so definitely a lot of synergy. You get lots of food. There's a lot of hold on, let's look for it. There's a lot of foraging, so you can cycle back a lot of stuff, get a lot of advantage that way. In fact, just to close this out, I will do one game with this one, just so you guys can take a just take a look, see of what to expect. Jump in is pretty much a good place to air quotes jumpstart your Bloomburrow collection. the Forager is kind of wasted here, but if our opponent is playing frogs and drops a frog, I'm probably gonna... Oh no, it's a raccoon. In which case I can just drop the 3/3 mascot. Opponent will need to spend quite a bit, but I don't mind making the trade here. I also don't mind holding back the Candy Grapple for one of their actual big frogs. So okay, this frog's gonna be super annoying. I might have to just play this one as a... Let's see if our opponent's willing to trade. No, they're not willing to trade. Next turn gives us the option to... Oh, they have Geralt the Flesh Right. Makes a food token as well, so we'll take that one. So it's a good thing we waited. We now have a proper target to go after. We even have the choice to go taken by nightmares. I'm probably gonna have to hold back here. Ooh. Opponent hits their mythics back. Okay, maybe we should have held on to Candy Grapple. I did not realize that this was in the deck. So it's +1/+1. Yeah, this one's gonna be really painful, and we don't have a proper out to it. Let's see if we can draw. Yeah, I should have saved it the other way around. Now that said, Minstrosity blocking this, and if we hold up enough mana, we can... Oh yeah, the Raccoon deck is high curve, but if you can manage the mana... Oh yeah, this is actually brutal. Yeah, lots of... Yep, we have to... Yeah, we're forced to block. Really not ideal. So what's the rest of the text box here? They actually they actually kind of whiffed on the land part. So let's see. Yeah, definitely gonna mill 2 cards. So at least we have an out for this unless they have a combat trick. When they're trying to do the math, so to speak, but I don't think they read. Yeah, you really have to swing with everything. So we get food token, we can Candy Grapple the 3-card duel. Opponent has a Loan Shark but missed. Yeah, they were hesitating. They probably should have just plotted this. Might as we'll sacrifice draw a card first. Still leaves us up. Now the alternate play would have been to hold back, but yeah, we're kind of forced to block. Yeah, we're not going to be, and we won't be able to afford the pay 3 life anyway, so that's going to be a bit painful for us. So this one helps mitigate some things. Opponent probably should just crack this, just thin out their deck. This is a force block. 3/3 Root Weaver. I can't bargain, that's the problem. I can flash this, make one is okay, so we have a play, but that means I can't actually cast it back for seconds. So let's see. Which cards would I want back? Monstrosity is an option. Conceited Witch not so much. Tree Trap Sentence is a bit too expensive. So we kind of have an out for this one. Yeah, opponent thankfully flooded. Let's see. Don't need to kill it, I just need to make sure it doesn't kill me. Opponent is just gonna crack it to gain life. I would rather just crack this other one. Get your basics out of the way. So no bargain, but I can then just play Monstrosity as a potential blocker here. So that way, as long as our opponent doesn't have trample, we can block with this one and use the food token to feed us. So that's our semi plan here. Opponent is really flooding out. You really should be cracking this. Well, we're also starting to flood out a bit too. Yeah, we're not gonna forage, which is fine. This time I am gonna offer the trade. Now we played the Dagger Fang duo. We would have liked to get back one of these, but that's okay. You probably also just want to crack this one. Give ourselves the buffer right away. There is no real good reason to stay at 4. No, opponent just passing. Now, we can't kill our opponent with this right away, and I am not inclined to forage this time, so we're just going to swing with the 2 weaker ones. Then hold on to our Gumdrop Poisoner. Opponent finally cracks the Heat Harvest. The opponent's deck did not demonstrate any way of foraging, so I was really wondering why they were holding onto it for so long. The purpose really of this one is really to just get you your 2 lands. It's actually quite neat. You get one land for 3 mana, which is some tip. Okay, so Slickshot Lockpicker can answer. What's their spell of choice? They do have. Also, I'm starting to notice that it takes a while to click view the opponent's graveyard. That's why I noticed there's been quite a bit of a delay on that popping up. Yes, sir. The Out Cold. Okay, that's pretty much their one choice. They might as well cast it. They Out Cold the 2 biggest ones. They get to investigate. They'll probably crack it to draw a card. See if they hit anything. Have to go for this. Oh, crack this first. Answer the Lockpicker. And I guess we do have a free swing. Get to decline the forage. Because I'm trying. Oh, there is the elk. That is a 6 mana. That is a 6 mana. There you go. They hit the 6 mana elf. It has the vigilance as well. Into the Outrider Snitcher, which makes a big 4/4. This time we can forage. But even so, we still hold back. It's our turn to get flooded now. So this has actually been pretty close for the most part. Yeah, but I'm noticing the big lag in being able to view opponent's library, opponent's graveyard. Yeah, we need a better card at this point. And yeah, they just make it can't be blocked. So there you go. We really couldn't do anything about that. The Moose is going to be the biggest threat for green deck, so that's something for us to look out for. Anyway, that's how Jump In is looking like. It is actually quite interesting, and I guess we can say hello to a new standard. That's going to be it for this episode, Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications, and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone.